Hi, my name's Steve Griffiths and I'm a science teacher from Brisbane. I've been doing flip learning for 3 years now and I've been using a lightboard for the last 2 years. Since I learned about the lightboard and I made my first board, I really haven't looked back. I made my first board for about $100, probably less. Many of the things I just had lying around my house. And I made it in a couple of hours. I've used that board for about 100 videos and I still use those videos. They're still really good quality. I have upgraded now to a larger board in a more permanent studio. And so through that process, I've learnt so much about how to actually make a light board, how to light the studio, what sort of camera to use, the camera settings, how to do the video post-production. So I'm going to be able to teach you those things in my session at Flipcon. So firstly, what is a light board? A light board is simply just a piece of glass that is edge lit with LED lights. So it fills the glass with light. So then when I write on the glass, the writing really pops out against that black background. So it's a perfect tool for teachers to use for anything that essentially they would want to write on a whiteboard. So it's brilliant for science where I want to be doing drawings and equations, great for mathematics and different subjects like that. So I'm on this side of the glass and I'm writing. So here's me, and I have lights on either side, and also I actually have lights up the top here as well. The camera's on the other side, and it films backwards, and then I flip it through post-production. So in my session, I'm going to talk to you about how to actually make a light board. I'm going to talk to you about setting up the camera, which I think that really is probably the secret, is getting the camera settings right. So having a camera which you can modify the settings, the shutter and the shutter speed and the exposure and the ISO and all of those things. I'm going to talk to you about how to set up the lighting and the backdrop. And then I'm also going to give you practical tips about how to actually make the videos. What are the best techniques to make the videos? And then, importantly, the post-production as well. So all of these things I have learnt through trial and error, and I'm going to be here to show you I guess the mistakes that I've made and the learnings that I've made. It doesn't have to be expensive, and it doesn't need to be time consuming. It's just a matter of taking those first steps. So come along to my session and I'm going to give you all of this information so you're armed and ready to go away and make your first board. Looking forward to seeing you there.